will turn on my desktop sound this time. Guys, is it playing music as soon as you enter?
Yes.
Yep.
Lovely. Somehow, it started doing that when Roll20 crashed, and I don't know why. It's now playing nothing, but it's still playing. It's the ghost song.
Yep. It's there.
Oh, hey, we're live. Hi, everybody. Welcome to another session of the Wildlands campaign. We are doing a short session this evening, just an hour long. We are going to be missing one of our players on Saturday, so we will have our regular game on Saturday night, but I wanted to enable M to join us for this evening, as it might be an important turning, or at least decision-making point for the party. We'll see. And I wanted her to be able to participate in that. And, you know, it's always good to get more D&D into 1 week. So we are primed to have some fun now. I am currently not playing any music because I know there's a song that's playing on all my players' Roll20s. For some reason, Roll20 is borked at the moment. I have no idea why it suddenly, after it crashed, it just started playing music on startup, and I don't know how or why. But there you have it. So when that song finishes, guys, let me know if you're not hearing any more music, and I'll start some music that's not that one song. Roll20 had a critical failure indeed, Taladar. I take no blame for this. Guys, last time, you were at the Tower o' the Green, an elvish commune deep in the woods, actually north of the woods and into the edge of the Mistmire. You're half a day's journey into the Mistmire at this point. And this little enclave of elves is living pure protected from the terrible monsters without by the powerful magic of their half-elf druid leader, Avane Tenithra. There are a number of interesting characters here, and Bliss especially has had a rather tense couple of interactions with one of them in particular, the blacksmith, who runs the Exalted Sword. What else? Maver was hit on by said half-elven druid. Not too creepily, but, you know, it wasn't necessarily reciprocated. But she did take her moment to ask him for a favor. An important favor having to do with her backstory. So we'll see how that plays out. What else? Dreams. Three more members of the party had strange visions in the night. Actually, yes. Two more people, I should say. Two more people had strange visions in the night. There is a well, we'll see what happens. But they woke up changed, or some people woke up changed and different. It was Bella and Bliss who had dreams. Your resident half-elf bard and resident Devilman, as the racist elf blacksmith put it. Bliss, bard. It was also a bard. They both had dreams in the night. And woke up somewhat frantic. But Beref wakes up and his demeanor is different. His body is somewhat changed. His dyed hair has changed color to a sea green, an ocean bluish green. Um, and there's a different look about Bref. And Bref, you have a somewhat squidgy stomach the next day. It's nothing too debilitating. Um, but some of you have awakened somewhat changed, and all of you have had some interesting things or interactions here at the Tower of the Green. Okay, you slept, you woke up, you ate some breakfast in the brothel here in the overgrown tower of these elves. And the next morning, you found all of these claw marks, great gouges, and some stones had been pulled out of the wall right outside where you've stored the eggs, for the night. And Avane wants to know if you guys know anything about this.
We know a little. We're rather confused about the situation as well.
Our information is very non-specific in that we had our wyvern eggs there, which I'm sure you noticed considering they're enormous. But I don't know what exactly is going on here.
I think Bliss will whisper to, I guess, Akiri and say, we are assuming it was the big lumbering creature that was following us, right?
Akiri's nodding.
Okay, just checking.
Okay. Avane kind of looks at you all. You all feel as though he's looking directly at you. And he, after pausing for a moment, says, "Well, I see. Now, the Fastfoot crew is going to be leaving soon. We hope that you will stay with us for Man's Might, which is only 2 days away."
Do we have time? He's aiming this question at Akiri. Don't we need to go to something that your event that you were trying to get to?
Akiri looks thoughtful for a second, and I think we have time. We had double the amount of time that we needed to get there, and we've been making pretty good time as it is.
Okay, I was just checking because we did just go through a dungeon. I didn't know if we needed to make up for any lost time, but if you say that we've got time, then that's okay.
Yeah, I think we should be okay.
So you will stay with us?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
How nice.
Stay with you.
It will be good to celebrate. Yes, it is the 15th of the month of Mand at the moment. So you're 2 days away from the holiday. Sillybean Fastfoot, the halfling, of the leader of the other group, says, "Well, we ain't got time to hang around. Our Swordwing companion has this meeting to get to of the Swordwings, so we've got to go and try and do this quest while we still have his help."
And Kiri's gonna nod. Yeah, we're going to the same one.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, eventually.
Well, I guess he'll see you there.
Kiri does like a little bob head nod.
Are you going to go chase after those unicorns then?
We sure are. Miss... Hey, wasn't your hair pink the other day?
Yeah, I swallowed a worm.
You swallowed a worm.
Yeah.
Some worm.
I was kind of expecting some side effects, but this... I don't know if I'd call it a benefit or just... I don't know. I'm getting used to it.
I think you pulled it off.
Thank you.
Well, be careful and don't overexert yourselves at the celebrations. I'm more than half tempted to stick around and compete with y'all. But as I said, we've got to get a move on if we're going to save those unicorns.
Well, do be careful.
Thank you kindly.
Before you leave, I realized we mentioned that we saw them. Did we actually give you the location of where that was?
No, but you said that you flew over it and saw that the unicorns were still alive as of a month or two ago. I wouldn't consider that as overly certain that they are still that way, given the reports we've been getting.
So, you know the city of West Head. If you go
Right.
northeast from West Head for 3 days, and then southeast for 1 day, you should find the place we saw them at.
Well, thank you. Bref, was it?
That's me.
I heard that the Troll Haunt hold is Troll Haunt Keep is fort in the Armadan Forest between the mountains.
That sounds about right.
Somewhat south and east of here.
Yeah, that's about right. A couple days south and a couple days southeast. If you run into a giant obelisk, don't stay the night. Because then you probably won't leave.
Thanks for the tip. Appreciate it. But, yeah, we gotta stop those trolls. Friendly folk, aren't you? I like that about you.
We try to be. Or I.
Good. Well, if you're heading into the Mistmire after the celebrations, I'd suggest you watch out too.
Thanks.
It's a dangerous place. And not just because of the legendary monsters. Well,
Thank you. Well,
if you're ever over by the Hopeful Wolves Adventurers Guild up in Red Blocks, come by and say hello. We might be there.
That would be really cool.
Certainly.
If we're in the area, we'll try to find you.
Well, the fast foot crew starts packing up their gear, preparatory to heading out. The fact that Sir Kluk keeps glancing over at you, Akiri, does not go unnoticed.
She's gonna, when she notices that, she's gonna go up to him.
Okay.
Have a safe trip, okay?
Safe flights to you as well. May
Thank
the
you.
wind be at your back.
And you too.
And if you are indeed attending the gathering, the meeting, well, I will see you there. My intention is, once these unicorns have been freed, and the trolls and their vile leader soundly punished, to fly there with all speed myself.
Sounds good. I think we're kind of meandering in that.
What's that?
We're kind of meandering in that direction, so we'll probably see you eventually.
Well, I'm sure you will meander there. Okay,
You're
guys.
not, and go do her own thing.
All right, I'm going to try to play a song again. Let's try. Oh my god, it's working. I think it's just one particular playlist. If I play that playlist, it plays that song on top of whatever other song. Wild. Okay, so what do you guys want to do?
Bliss would like to investigate the footprints that we saw, they saw near our cart.
Sure.
I would like to request that those with sharper eyes come with him because he's not the best investigator.
Kiri's gonna come with him. Those are her eggs, dang it.
You guys start investigating the footprints. Go ahead and roll an investigation check. Whoever's going to roll has advantage for the other one helping.
I'm not great at these, M. So you can go ahead and roll if you want to.
I'm not great either.
Okay. I'll go ahead and...
Do you have a negative to your modifier?
No.
Neither do I. Okay, you go.
Okay, I'll just roll then. Well, can I use inspiration to re-roll?
Sure.
An 8.
Well, I mean, you can tell these big lumbering footprints come out of and go back into the swamp. Passing the sort of the edge of this glade where the tower rises up. But more than that, you're not really able to tell.
Are there any other signs of the big lumbering creature? Broken trees, brush that's been moved over, because that thing wasn't very coordinated, so it looked like it bumped into stuff all the time. I feel like it would leave quite the imprint.
There is one other sign of the creature. Something unusual. At the base of the tower, under where it had pulled out some stones, there's a huge bundle of moss.
I wonder if it's trying to make a nest.
I do remember when I woke up with the eggs that I had a bunch of moss on me. I suppose that might make some kind of sense. It seems to have some connection to some attachment to the eggs.
Yeah, I agree.
It surprises me that it could sneak up on us in the middle of the night when it's usually such a big lumbering thing, but I didn't hear it when it... That's why I thought that the moss was from something else. But I guess it probably belongs to this creature. I just can't imagine it sneaking up on us in the middle of the night.
I mean, it's native to these birds. I'd be surprised if it couldn't.
But like you saw it bumped into trees like it was a giant toddler. Wasn't exactly the quietest creature in the world.
That's true. I don't know. I wonder if the people of this place know more about him.
I suppose we can ask. I don't really know why the others didn't speak up more specifically about it. That's why I didn't say anything. I was like, are we not talking about the giant four-eyed monster that was following us around?
I guess not, but I think we probably should.
Yeah, I mean, still don't really trust these people, but I mean, we kind of let a monster here. I feel like we should say something.
Yeah. Let's go ask around about it.
Okay. So I guess we'll try to find... I'll see if I can find... I owe her a song, so I'll see if I can find Anastriana.
Okay, sure. Yes, she is in the brothel. She seems to be washing some bedclothes.
Bliss will approach her.
The elf looks up and smiles. Oh, hello. After you ran away last night, I wasn't sure you'd come and talk to me again.
Well, I owe you a song, and I never back down on a song that I owe.
Oh, man of honor.
Yes, although it looks like you are occupied right now, so if it's not a good time, I could always come back later.
Oh, you can help me while away the hours.
Well, Bliss will kind of like this is more of a lute song than the tambourine song, so he'll bring out his lute and he will just start to strum it, and he will sing this song that I posted in the lore writing, and I'm not sure I feel like comfortable singing it out loud, but
maybe next time.
That's just the first like stanza or what, like first verse or whatever. Like there's more, but I didn't write out the whole thing. It's just like this is just like the intro, just to give you an idea of what it's like. But he wrote this song, and he starts singing it to her, and then when he finishes, he just sort of does a little bow, and just I hope that is to your liking.
All right. Well, will you post it in the Super Commoner Discord?
Yeah, I will. It's just a short one though.
Folks, head to the Super Commoner Discord for the lyrics of the song that Bliss sings. But afterwards, she claps and laughs and sprays you with soap and says, "That was amazing, and the first time anyone's ever done that for me." Kitseeth, come here. You look up to see Kitseeth, who looks a little bit out of it. Kind of wander over. This is actually the first time you've seen her since she went to her house and laid down. And Anastriana says, you look a bit lost, dear. Why don't you sit down and listen to this wonderful song this Bliss has composed for me. Again!
Bliss just kind of chuckles, and but he's not one to turn down an audience, so he pulls out the lute and he starts singing again. And he tries to add different flourishes and maybe tries to make it that so that he's singing more to Kitsi, even though it's Anastriana is the name of the song, just to change things up a little bit and make it more about her. And then when he finishes, he just again does a bow and says, "I thank you for allowing me to perform more than once. It's nice, you know. It's just nice to do what I like doing, what I was born to do."
Kitsi manages a smile. And she says, "You're famous now in Ostriana." And she kind of stands up and nods, smiles again, and walks away.
I think before she leaves, Bliss will kind of reach out a hand and just kind of gently, like, hold her head and say, "Darling, are you doing all right?"
She says, I don't know. I'm safer here, but I don't feel safe. These powerful spellcasters, like Avane, he means well, but all these immortal or near immortal people, they don't understand. Or maybe he just can't do anything to help me.
As she talks, Bliss suddenly has to realize that as she's been talking, he's been squeezing her hand tighter, and his eyes are just kind of like locked onto every word, onto her, and like taking in every word she's saying. Something in what she said like resonated with him. When he realizes he's like crushing her hand, he just kind of lets go and says,